Hey, I thought I'd do something different, so we're going to watch a movie together. Well, you're gonna watch me watch the movie. This movie is available on DSTV Catch Up and it aired on Mzansi Magic. Enjoy! Fast forwarding through the ads and the movie's about to start. Okay, why are you guys planting a flower? Hi. Okay, but it's a free state and they're being lovey-dovey, which is cute. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce the title. I'm like a good Tom. You. Yee. Ha. Yeah, I get what Tom of an pes go in a band. Ikala nje kune drama uTom wabantu ufuna isithembu. Why even married to someone named Tom? Oh, the lighting is off. Oh, Betuna. You? Imagine, so uTom ufuna uthatha isithembu, ne? And his wife found out by going through his phone. She's confronting him and asking him why are you telling another woman that you want to marry her, and is it because andikwazi ukusala? That's what she's telling him. That's what she's asking him, and we have Tom. He's like, yeah, that's the reason. My thing is, as a woman, if you're going to confront your partner, give them enough time to answer. Don't feed them the answer. Just confront them and then keep quiet. I mean, just ask the question and then keep quiet. Let them answer the question, because if you feed them the answer, they're just gonna go with that answer. In a lot of cases, especially with men that cheat, when you feed them the answers, they're just gonna go with them. If you find your partner cheating on you, don't confront them if you're not ready to leave them, because what you're going to end up doing is talking yourself into forgiving and staying, settling and accepting their bad behavior. So what you're going to end up doing is feeding them answers, giving them excuses, and telling them, showing them that you do not value yourself. So ready, just shut up. They were tussling. They were just tussling. And now she tripped and fell and hit her head because I guess it's an ensuite. Yeah, it's an ensuite because she was packing her bags and then the bathroom is right behind her and she fell and hit her head. She's out cold. I bought to cook a dead body. Hey, I says Bonnie Zindo. You know what? Okay, Thomas, you did nothing wrong. Why are you Fonelma police and report the accident? There's no need for you to hide Umzimba. There's no need for you to dispose of her like you are a criminal, like you had a hand in her passing. She tripped. Like your wife of I don't know how many years, it must have been a long time, because she said you guys were building businesses together. Like, how are you just disposing of her like that? Like in Gunguma, like it's trash, just throwing her as tubeni. He's not mourning, he's not in shock, he's just mechanical with it, just disposing of her. Yeah. Manje kanje madoda se free state. Hi. You know what? He's getting rid of her like she meant nothing to him. Like all those years together meant absolutely nothing. So their plot, not they. Umam Kiti is trying to get her sister to break up a couple because now ufuna is soft life through her sister. Okay, so I think what's happening here is that Umpo is one of the lovebirds we saw in the opening scene, and she is going to be forced to marry Elakheko Tom, who killed it. He didn't kill his wife, but he hid her body as if he killed her. And then Umam Kiti is Mpo's aunt through marriage. And Mpo's stepmom is the one who's going to be in charge. So they're going to marry Umpo off to the wealthy older man, Tom, so that they can live impilo and nice. Personally, I don't have a problem with that. But she was supposed to apply and have this advice for her sister, because her sister married a man who left her with nothing. Umlomo pachile, according to Mam Kiti. Umlomo pachile. Ngangixelela ba umpho Cinderella walapha. The acting is so cute. Ha 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 ha. No. So it turns out Utabo works for Utom, the man that Umpo is going to marry, and the man that hid his wife's dead body. The man that could not build businesses by himself and needed his wife to help build businesses with him. And at the end of the day, he couldn't love her enough to provide for her, to respect her, to treat her with decency. But build, hey? I build done. And I understand ba umpo uyivumela lento bachatelana endala because she is in love with someone else. I don't understand what's making her agree to the wedding. What's making her agree to the union? Because your mother said so. Okay, and shame. Umpo kalepetin, and her room looks like a boy's room. So Utom is arguing no Lerato. I think it's Nandipa's sister. Yeah, it's Nandipa is Tom's wife, the one whose body he hid. Yabo. So in the story, it's been a week since that incident, and Utom, because Ufihle Umzimba hasn't reported anything, and he has not reported Unandipa missing, so his sister is here looking for Unandipa, Tom's wife. And somehow the conversation has spiraled into Tom saying Nandipa's family owes him because Unandipa agamnikanga ilifa, a legacy. Why the animosity? Why the anger? If that is the case, if Indo Ifunayo, after you have built your businesses with this woman, after you have acquired your wealth with this woman, why ending a low wealth here to go and try other methods of conceiving? Because this is what the movement in 2021. We know there's IVF, we know there's surrogates, we know there's adoption. Because it's been stated that you guys are rich. It's not an argument. It's not a valid argument for me. Whoa. Did they have a child together already? Okay, so Utom and Nandipa have a child together. Let me not say a grown child, but a whole teenager and a girl for that matter. And Utom is acting this way because he wants a boy. Hi, akamdala nalumntana wabo. Akamdala. Now all this time I'm thinking it's because Ulokzana Unandipa can't give him kids, but she clearly can. Yeah, okay, 17-year-old in Janale ngazibuzbo mama ke. Why is she not a whole week? A whole week. Your mother has been gone. You're chilling in your room on your bed. Yeah, I go kunino le rata tsoe bag. Hey, kunino tsoe bag. Tom is having a nightmare and Ulerato is eavesdropping through the sliding door that goes in the master bedroom. The glass door, Askis, it's not a sliding door, it's a glass door that goes into the master bedroom. And Utoya ibek yake in the middle of the night while her brother-in-law is asleep in his bed. Okay, and then enye into Unandi is just Unandi, and Unandipa is their daughter. Unandi is Tom's wife, and Unandipa is their daughter. Okay. Kanandipa Lerato is still wearing her bag indoors, like she's going somewhere. Unandipa just found the blood, her mother's blood, under the sink. I don't understand why it's still wet. Because blood does dry up. It's been 2 weeks since Unandi's disappearance and somehow the blood under the sink is still wet. I don't understand how. For 2 weeks and you guys don't call the police or call family members or try to find her or nifonele cell phone yakhe akho nomnye umuntu ethi kunini ndizama ukumfonela andsimfumani. Not one. Where are her colleagues or her employees? Where are her friends? They're not stressed enough for me. They're not worried enough about the disappearance of a woman for me. They're not worried enough about Nandi's disappearance. Okay, then kutending afonela mapolisa ke, she's clearly missing. It's been 2 weeks. Umntu lahlekile. My phone ran out of space, so we didn't get to finish the movie together, but I'm going to give you a quick recap. Umpo ends up marrying Utom, even though she is already pregnant for Utabo. And Utom, on the first night, on their wedding night, tries to sleep Nompo, and there's something about his movements as well as Nyanyisa. But anyway, she comes up with the lie that she's on her monthlies and so she cannot sleep with him. He agrees, they go to sleep. During the night, he starts having that same nightmare he had before, the nightmare where Unandi, his wife, Mpukela, yes, that's the nightmare he starts having, and he's talking in his sleep. Umpo gets out of bed, takes her phone and starts recording him basically confessing to, in quotation marks, murdering his wife, even though that's not what happened. He did hide her body though. And she starts packing her bag and leaving as she's walking a passagini in that house that's tiled from floor to ceiling. As she starts working a passagini, Utom asks her about Uyapi, or yeah, he asks her Uyapi, and it ends like that. And then that's the movie. The storyline left a lot to be desired. I feel like everything was just going in circles. Every new revelation that they showed us didn't add anything to the story. It was just more information, you know. The new info didn't change the direction of the story or make it any more interesting or raise the stakes. It was just fattening up the whole thing, which was pointless in the end because nothing came out of all that information they gave us. Thabo wanted to marry Umpo and then nothing happened of that. Thabo was in love no Umpo and then nothing came of that. Umpo was pregnant, nothing came of that. Tom hid his wife's body, nothing came of that. Nandi's sister came to take Unandipa, nothing came of that. it was just pointless events. Now, I do appreciate that it looks like the first or second attempt in filmmaking from creators. So yes, I understand there's going to be a couple of mistakes, and those mistakes aside, it needs to be said that what makes a good movie isn't the quality of the camera or the shots or how things are edited, but it's the quality of the story. And that's what I'm concerned about the most. If the story is good, if the story is engaging and I enjoy it, I can overlook things like continuity issues. But in this case, it seems like they just wanted to rush and get things done as quickly as possible with the least amount of effort as possible, just to say that they did something. And if we keep accepting that kind of quality of work from our creators, whether big or small, the film industry is not going to do anything. We'll never become the powerhouse of film on this continent if that's what we're going to be doing. The easiest way that they could have improved this film is by having consequences for every action, consequences for every revelation. But here, things were just happening to happen. There was no consequence. There was no if this, then this. If this happens, then this is what's going to happen. This is the result of that action that happened. There was none of that. I think that would have made the film much more interesting. If Tom was trying to prove his innocence, Ngapha trying to convince Umpo's stepmother into allowing Umpo to marry him, Ngapha trying to break up his employee's relationship so that he can get Umpo, and trying to court Umpo into falling in love with him by doing nice things for her and being Mr. Charming and basically just trying to buy her love and affection. That would have been much more interesting than just what they gave us. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for making it to the end of my video. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.